We're going to be talking about the crypto rotation of death. Every single one of you, if you've been in crypto for a while, have fallen for this, including myself many times. And it's something that I need to show you guys because it's one of the biggest mistakes that everybody makes. And what happens on the back of that creates absolute chaos. If you've got chaos within your head, within the crypto space during an alt season, that's a recipe for disaster. You haven't got the mentality to be successful. So, what is the rotation of death? Okay, what is the rotation of death? The rotation of death is just a complete made up word that I've used to push a narrative onto you guys to help you understand the significance of not doing this, guys. It is all about shiny object syndrome. We can look at the crypto bubbles on the month and you can see here Pengu 222%. You can see Bonk 135%. They're going to be the two of the cryptocurrencies that's going to form part of this demonstration as to what is the rotation of death and how to prevent it happening to you. So we talk about the build phase within crypto. What is the build phase within crypto? It is the phase that you start accumulating and accumulating and accumulating. The distribution phase, guys, when we get euphoria, that is the scaling out position and scaling out position and scaling out position. It is as easy as that. Now, what is an accumulation phase? This is an accumulation phase down here. Let me get it up. This is an accumulation phase down here. You can see that people were accumulating, accumulating, accumulating before we broke the lower high, put in a new high, come back down, put in a higher low, and check out the previous bonk video. We said 1618, that was at 0.003894 to the T. It's getting rejected. So the rotation of death, everybody can see on the crypto bubbles that bonk is 135% up on the month. Everybody that's new to crypto wants a bit of bonk because bonk's the shiny object at the time. However, bonk's already run, it's rejected at 1618, and then people will buy here whilst bonk's pulling back. So just an example, if bonk pulled back to its conservative 61.8% retracement from here, what is that? That is going to be a drop from where price is now, 33%. Where is it from the top? If you got it from the top, 44%, nearly 50%. So if you'd come out of something that hadn't run, that you were expecting to run at some point during the bull market, and then you jump from that thing and go into the thing that is about to drop 50% or 40%, then that means that you're coming out of something that hasn't run, you're putting into something that has run, that's pulling back 40 50%, and that is just damaging your capital. And preservation of capital is the key on this channel anyway, guys. Preservation of capital. So we're expecting a pullback on bonk. And if you look as an example, AVAX. You look at AVAX, it's a strong layer one. We just zoom out and you can see how far down AVAX is. So where's the build phase in AVAX? This is the build phase, exactly where we are now. So people are building, then you look at bonk. This is where the build phase was. That's moved. So if you were in AVAX, for example, and you'd come out of AVAX because you'd seen this, bonk, 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 134%, and you want a bit of bonk, you don't want to miss out, you've got FOMO. What will happen is you will pull back 40 to 50% to the 618 or the next support zone. Whilst your capital is getting eaten away, you'll see things like this start running. So if you missed that run there, just an example, that is a move. Once you've broken the 200 moving average, which we're testing now, 102%. So you would have missed a 102% move and you would have gone into something and got a 40% pullback. That's what I call the rotation of death. Let's do it again. Cardano. Where is the accumulation phase? You zoom out, you zoom out, you zoom out. You can see down here, accumulation, accumulation. You've got a new accumulation phase up here, accumulation, accumulation. So we've got the accumulation phases on Cardano. You're holding Cardano, but guess what? Not much is happening on Cardano until we got the recent break. You're bored of Cardano, but what else has run? Pengu has absolutely smashed it. How do we know? Look on the bubbles. See Pengu, 222% on the month. So you FOMO into Pengu and you come out of ADA. What happens? What happens? Stick the fib on there. Just from this conservative swing, you get a pullback. How far is the pullback? Just to the 618 from this high. 36%. So you'd move into something that's potentially dropping 36%, and you're coming out of something that's potentially moving just up to its previous swing, 55%. And I'd said on Cardano, once you break and close above the $1.32, you know what's happening then. Straight to $2. You've got little resistance here, you've got little volume here, you've got little sell orders here. Once you break through this one barrier on Cardano, you're going straight to $2. So you come out of Cardano, you go into Pengu, you drop on Pengu, pump on Cardano. Happens time and time again, guys, and every single person falls for it. In 2021, I was doing this time and time and time again. I'll tell you something, it didn't work in my favor. So each thing will run in narrative. We've got more cryptos out there. The liquidity is less per cryptocurrency over a period and a span of all the cryptocurrencies. So they all have to run in narrative. That means each narrative will run separately. That means you'll see things like Bonk, meme coin. You'll see things like Pengu, meme coin. And then you'll see things like AVAX, layer one, ADA, layer one, waiting for their narrative to run. So you jump on the back of something that's already run, like the meme coins, and then you come out of something like layer one runs next. Guess what? You're losing your capital from the meme coins. That liquidity is coming from the meme coins and it's going into the layer ones. That was the thing that you were in. That was the thing that hadn't run. And that's how you can get wrecked with the rotation of death. Right, okay, that was a bit of a long-winded one, guys. If you did find it useful, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you've fallen for the rotation of death and how it affects you. I'll see you in the next one.